Most of the lawyers I've met are trying to help. They're doing what they know how to do in an effort to make a situation better in the eyes of their client. Okay? So, many times, and this is a little bit of a generational thing too, a generational bias, because I've officed with some lawyers who I learned as much about how not to do things as I learned how to do things. But one of the things that I watched or heard or overheard was that a lot of times many lawyers think that their client really wants them to kick the crap out of the other guy. They hear that, whether they're projecting that on somebody or not, who knows. But sometimes the lawyer hears kick the crap out of the other guy when the client really means solve the problem. Okay? And so those energies can feed off of each other in a bad way sometimes and escalate conflict. And really both of the sides, if they could get through the language and through some of the passion, can really focus on solving the problem. So if the client, when they come to the lawyer, can focus on what is the best resolution here? What is my goal? Is my goal an apology? Is my goal to kick the crap out of the other guy? Or those kind of things. Then the match between the lawyer and the client, the goal and the satisfaction, is going to fall together in a more organic way and not necessarily be so forced. And it'll be something where the lawyer earns their fee and the client is happy to pay for that help, as opposed to a bad situation for everybody. One of the things I like about the organization, especially in my first conference, is that there's the thing that ties everybody together here is an approach to solving the problem. It isn't necessarily a practice area. For instance, I do more corporate work and intellectual property work, whereas a lot of the other folks do family law and more of the traditional things. One of the attendees here has done death sentence type of work, and that's the last thing I would ever want to touch. I think while we are all diverse in our practice areas here, for instance, I tend to be in the more corporate, creative end of things, where other people are in family law and criminal law and are doing a lot of different areas there. The thing that I keep coming back to at this conference is on my business card, on one of my business cards, I have Kevin Houchin, attorney and counselor at law. And and people say, why do you have attorney and counselor at law? And there's some tradition there, but I say, well, basically we're going to focus on the counselor side of things so that you don't need me to be an attorney. Okay? And I think most of the people that are involved in this group, from whatever spectrum you come from, understand the value that being a legal counselor brings to the table in terms of solving the problem and those kind of things, and put that first. So it might be something where, as a initiation to membership in this organization, you have to submit a business card that says you're a counselor at law and attorney, that kind of a thing, because most of us here aren't jumping into litigation. We're trying to counsel folks to solve the problem without escalating the conflict, rather than just jumping in to see how many billable hours we're going to get out of this conflict. And that might be why this group tends to be more solo and small firm practice oriented, because we do say no to a lot of clients that aren't working from a spirit of solving the problem. And that might be a way to self-select as to whether or not this kind of a movement, this kind of an organization is for you or not. Whether hiring a lawyer that's a member of this organization is going to be a fit for you or not, and whether becoming a member of this organization is a fit for you or not.